in front of us. How fucking dare you? But it's okay, because God sees all. That ain't a part of us. What we're talking about is family. What we are talking about is your children. Your fucking children. Why are you standing out here and your leadership is not? Ask yourself. Ask yourself.
That's the only actual point I've heard anyone make.
Would you let your daughter grow without a father? Who are you to take her life? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? No peace. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No peace.
No peace.
No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice.
No peace.
No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. We're gonna continuously be out here every single fucking day.
Smoke break.
You set off blood from our family members out here in this community. You ain't got to hide behind it with nothing but saying stand here and listen to an order. When the people are on your heart and you don't listen to our orders. You don't have to look at us.
It's not mine.
You do not have to look at us. Put it on that message. Message that we exist. You are standing next to black men and women. It might be 1 out of 26, but guess what? That brother definitely is feeling this shit. You have no fucking clue how he is feeling right now. And that's because you're goddamn privileged. Raise that damn shield higher, baby. Because guess what? All of the world is watching. Come over here. Come the fuck over here. Knock us down. I'll take every one hit for the world to see. Disgusting. You're racist. Privilege.
You're not racist, take a knee!
You won't. We should all be fired. We should all go to jail.
That guy seems pretty serious.
Thank you. And when we were in civil rights war, Black Lives died, but they didn't matter. So here we are, saying Black Lives Matter. I'm sorry that you couldn't get your blonde highlights today. I'm sorry you couldn't get your hair cut. I am sorry you couldn't get your grass mowed by Mexicans. But guess what, baby? We are all here to cash that goddamn check. And we are tired of your bullshit, okay? We are fucking tired, ma'am. And I'm talking to you, sir. We are fucking tired. You wanna come over here? Do it. I'm fucking here. I want answers. You can't give me answers? Then move the fuck out the way. Use somebody relevant. Where's your leadership? Hey, where's the hearing in the group? We need to talk to the mayor. We need to talk to the mayor.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
To the Seattle Police Department.
Lock your fence! Lock your fence! Lock your fence!
Hold your fast! How easy would you be refused to know your life? How easy would you be to take the man who was killed and the innocent daughter who was left without a father?
I mean, just for visual pleasure, I would really like someone to spray that guy in the face.
Straight to the head. You ain't gonna leave your daughter, your son, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your family without somebody there. So why is it right for us to leave out? Who do you fucking think you are? And I ain't even mad at you. You can look over to your left, because I'm to your right. I ain't mad at you. Here's the thing. You need to talk to your boss, baby. You need to talk to your boss. Because you got bad leadership. You got bad leadership.
Okay, so Cat Williams is around.
Hey, you okay? Hi, baby. I had you on live stream. I knew you were going to say. Everybody wants to talk to you. Do you want to talk to the people real fast?
They just need to be here.
Come here. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, you need to come out here. Speak for, I'm sorry, baby. You speak for what is right. Don't you dare leave a child without a father. Don't you dare leave a child without a mother. A mother without a son or a daughter. These are don't clap.
Uh-oh.
Here.
He gone.
That's my friend Robert, everybody. You can find him on Facebook. What's your last name, Robert?
I'm Lambert. Don't search me. Don't search me.
That's Robert Lambert, everybody. You're a real one, buddy. I love you.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna turn this back around. Can someone hold my arm? Oh, I got it. Could I ask you for a favor? Could you have my mask that fell to the ground right there? The green one, the green stripes? Thank you very much. Yep, got it.
No justice!
Sweetie, could I ask you for a favor? Could you hold the umbrella again for me?
No justice!
I gotta put my mask back on.
No justice!
Thank you.
No justice!
Hey, if you're in the crowd,
Whoa.
repeat after me.
You just asked someone to hold their mask
I am
for
an
you.
American
Why should you be
soldier.
socially aware?
Soldier!
I serve and protect the people of the United States of America.
I serve and protect the people of the United States of America.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I serve and protect the people of the United States.
I serve and protect the people of the United
Except that
States.
you aren't and you never did.
I am an American soldier.
That's stolen valor.
I serve and protect the people of the United States of America. I am an American.
Also, the United States military doesn't serve and protect. That would be the police.
I serve and protect the people of the United States of fucking America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be quiet. Appreciate you respecting the police law. It is dedicated to your safe.
Shut the fuck up! And why do you gas us?
America, the world is watching.
You're not dedicated as shit!
Your president's word. The world is watching. Hey, tell that motherfucker down there who's turning his gas. Look over here. The world is watching. Do you understand? The world is watching. Your children, your grandchildren are watching you just be the scum of the earth. Your children, your grandchildren. I hope you feel it. Turning into my crowd, baby. I hope you feel it. Who else wants to speak?
Every day! No peace.
No justice, no peace.
No justice.
No peace. Peace.
Where's your body cam?
No. No, it's a donut. Come on, guys. You want a bite? Hey, we know you're
Kind of
hungry.
gauche.
You saw the lady named
That could be seen as antagonizing.
Why haven't you come out here and got their confidence?
Come.
Very information response was going on. We knew when you had your cameras on. We knew with every goddamn statement you guys are making.
I'm not trying to block you. I'm trying to make sure your eyes are.
So whatever peace treaty that you're signing back there is a bunch of shit because everybody over here says give it.
It's a donut.
Do these people have protection?
Thanks, man.
No!
This is the Seattle Police Department. Thank you for respecting the police lines.
We're not respecting shit.
Free speech rights. All this girls here taking all this stuff. You're badass. And thank you. Please do not push forward against the police lines.
You guys turn around and have no problem.
Huh?
You want to use the intercom because no point
Come on, guys. Just a little nibble.
to the first fucking place.
Go home, SPD. Go home, SPD. Go home, SPD.
We stand one answer! We know what's going on.
Patrick, Pataki, I totally hear what you're saying. He happens to be a dear friend of mine, and I know where his heart is, and I was under the impression, and I was proved correct, that he doesn't have a problem with revealing his name for the live stream. But I really appreciate you looking out and providing that feedback. Thank you.
Like a black person else, it's just I see him having on my road, but right now I'm like, where are the protections?
The police loudspeaker is saying, like, try to respect the police line, I think. Sorry, there's a lot
Actually,
going
they
on.
said thank
It's hard
you
me to focus
for
on everything.
respecting the
Try to read
police
the
line, and
comments
then you
too.
said, we're not respecting shit.
Yes, it's a real donut.
Hey, repeat it!
We want answers! We want answers! We want answers! We want answers!
Members of the crowd are pointing lasers at officers.
Yeah!
As the officer sees
They've been there a while, so at least some of them are wondering what's inside the donut.
EA is saying,
Jelly, maybe. Is that sprinkle? Let's see a sprinkle donut. Guy throws his badge down. You know.
PA is saying
Donut.
from the Seattle Police Department, do not point lasers at the police officers.
the peaceful one. Do not allow people inside the crowd.
Do not allow people inside the crowd to point lasers at police officers.
And if you don't think there's a sniper team in a building, you're insane. So go ahead and shoot those lasers. That probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Fascist fucking pawn! Hey, turn off your lights! You guys should be ashamed to be Americans!
So why are you trying to confuse it like we don't know what the fuck is going on out here?
Byron, good to see you. I appreciate you speaking up on social media the last few days. I see you, bitch. For those of you who do not know, bitch is a term of endearment for gay men. Me? Oh. Sorry.
No, that's not what I'm doing. In charge? Yes. I appreciate your values. And
Yeah, you got it. Oh no, just can you stand there for a minute or just stand there for a minute? Okay, yeah. No worries, no worries. Let me know if it's charging.
It's charging.
Good, good job. No, the guy in white is not a cop. He's former military and a friend of mine. And I trust his heart.
Hey, anybody need water?
Dustin, I have no intention of escaping at this time. I know folks here have every intention of holding their ground, standing their ground. So that's the best I got for you right now.
Need water?
Yeah, no worries. Oh, sorry.
CIA ops, totally.
What about what the thing you've been building towards this entire time? You didn't stand back for broken fucking systems on the back of abuse, citizens, abuse teams. Your complacency is worse than you fucking spraying us. It's worse than you fucking hands. It's worse than you did. Right? So, ask yourself, why you staying silent because of leadership? Why can't you voice your opinion? Maybe, give me a minute.
Here's a concept.
You're being controlled by your chest.
Do not push into the officers.
Do not push it to the people who pay your check. Do not push it to the people who pay your fucking check. Do not push it to the people who pay your fucking check. Okay?
Why are you here?
Something right now, please go with the eyebrows. You have a voice. You have a voice. You are a woman in a male misogynist group.
Her name is Abby.
Your name is Abby, baby. That's a sweet name. But see these white men that you're standing beside, they don't give a fuck about you.
How did you have her name so fast?
Have their own thoughts, but they need to be quiet. Just like you. Do you not understand this is wrong? Do you understand that a child is left without a father? Do you understand a mother's crying about her son even though she's dead? Do you understand?
You know, it'd be a brilliant move for one cop to do this.
You good. You good, baby.
For one
You
cop
look at me.
to throw their shield down and step over. Oh my God, they'd be the greatest cop in history. They'd be the new chief of all police.
We are upset from bad leadership, just like you. Your leadership is wrong. It's wrong. And your leadership is fucking you over. Because amongst this crowd, you got bad cops. You know, you might be a good cop, but we got bad cops in this crowd. And there's nobody there to police them. And that's why we're angry. Do you understand? Thank you.
We want to believe in you, Abby. Come join us.
Guess what, Abby? It takes a lot of Abby's to get the rest of them in order.
What are you afraid of? We're standing here running, trying to keep talking to you. Why do you have this zero? Why are you trying to intimidate people? Why can't you talking to you? What are you afraid of? Why can't you open your mouth? Like the rest of these people. Why are you afraid of?
Hey, ask him this. Why can't they speak?
Why can't you speak?
Why can't you speak? Why can't you speak? And everything you are doing everything you're doing is right. Why can't you fucking speak?
Hey, you guys are cowards. Say something.
I'm gonna turn the phone sideways to do a quick battery check. 1 second, y'all. 1 second, y'all.
You're going all the way back just for us to be back. What was the point? That is not.
All right, we're locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded.
Of this whole bullshit. Is that not indicative of exactly the behavior we're in? We're fucking out here being protestful, peaceful protesting. Right? We're fucking here. Let's try to stay. You was water. It was water. Don't shoot me. It was water.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Shut up, white kid. You're ruining the audio.
Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
How many people are your friends? Ask yourself, how many people who are Asian are your friends? Put your fist up. Go ahead. Put your fist up. How much now? You have your personal fucking life. Ask yourself what you can do to fix this bullshit.
Everyone, you're seeing a star born. The guy is instantly famous.
Guess what? We can't hide. We cannot hide when you decide to vote. We cannot hide our driver's license. We cannot hide our badge number. We cannot hide. You're cowards. And you need to stand up to your leadership. You need to stand up to your leadership. You do. Because it's not right that you're standing out here without a voice. It's not fucking right. You're a veteran? I'm a fucking veteran too. We got two veterans. No, sir. Hello. We got two veterans here. We got two veterans here who served and protected the people of the United States of America. Do you understand? Your leadership has fucked you over. Okay? No matter if you agree with me or not, you have zero voices. You're worse than a slave. Your leadership fucked you over. And you need to talk to them. You need to talk to them.
Energy to oppress the weak. So why are you pulling a stronghold move when you can be pressing the fuck back?
It's okay. It's okay.
Bro, why are you so short, bro?
It's okay. Because guess what? The world is watching. The world is watching. The world is watching. The world is watching. You be fucking giant, bro. Come on, police up. Police up. Come on. Come on, police up. Switch out. Police up. Hit up.
Okay, things.
Keep it on the ground. You want that? still members of the crowd who are shining lasers at officers. Please ensure that this remains a safe demonstration as patients pose a risk to everyone here. You do not allow to take away your right to peacefully protest.
They just threatened to take away our right to peacefully protest if we keep shining a laser. I don't know what that means, to take away our right to peacefully protest, but that is what I believe was just stated on the PA system.
Can someone take this? Oh, can you take this? Thank you.
You fucking violated in less than 24 hours. Why are you just standing there like that? Why are you standing there?
Over an umbrella? You're making a scene over a fucking umbrella? Just like you had last time? Over a fucking umbrella? Again? Over a fucking umbrella? Are you kidding me?
I got my live stream on my left hand and this umbrella in my right, y'all. We are, we're holding it down, that's right. We're holding it down.
One person holding the umbrella, one person holding the gate.
That's right,
One
that's
person
right.
holding the mic.
That's right. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Oh. I don't see any lasers tonight, but I've seen green lasers in the past. It has landed on my hand and my arm, and I've also seen it shown on the police. Again, lasers compared to tear gas and flashbang grenades. I don't know if that's a fair equivalent. I don't know. I mean, it's absolutely not. But it's not my determination. It's not my call.
The people that are the ones in here communicating with you.
Fuck around and be like little bitches.
So why are you hiding?
Fucking right, man.
They don't deserve
Yeah, I'm trying to put your fucking shields up, you fucking cowards. Are you scared? We're not doing anything to you. We aren't doing shit to you. We're standing here. Fuck you, motherfucker.
You guys insinuated and started that riot. Like you guys
Make sure everybody does not push up, okay?
But then we still haven't got answers as to the life that has been lost out here in Seattle.
What do
The
we
police
need goggles
department
for?
killing innocent people.
Study stuff.
Whipping out your gun,
Get
in your
25.
mouth.
I think that's the easy one.
Whipping out your gun.
No, I'm saying any supplies we need.
Whipping out your gun faster than your mouth. Whipping out your gun faster than your mouth. Whipping out your guns instead of using your mouth.
There's supplies that we need. For example, I am actually working with multiple. I'm not.
That's all right. We all know that.
I'm not trying. I'm trying to say that, but I'm also.
Bring it on up.
You guys better make a fucking difference because you know what? It's the people that you guys want more right.
They're putting earbuds in. They're putting earbuds in.
The police?
Yes, the cops are putting earbuds
So police are now putting earbuds in, earplugs in, which indicates potential use of the sound cannons or flashbang grenades or some other auditory device used to disperse the crowd. As someone with sound sensitivity myself, that's a little bit troubling for me. I've experienced some significant
It
hearing
could be a
loss,
large group
and,
of people
that is not
yelling at them.
but we're gonna hold it down, hunker down.
Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets!
Don't be fucking using lasers, man. That's a bad move.
Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets!
National Guard is in. They're moving. They're assembling. Their formation.
Our streets. 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 Our streets.
Ask for an umbrella. No, no, we're good. You're good. Just be sure that like comes down to go back to But if you ask for goggles, anyone of you can ask for goggles, face masks, anything that people up here, gloves, on the front line. No.
My boy Robert's coming back on the mic here, y'all. Let's take a listen.
Who's missing? We're protecting gas masks, whatever we need.
Hey, if you put on goggles and gas masks, I can protect you.
Uh-oh.
You can own your own donut factory!
Just pass the message back, please. Spread it this person. Okay, there are people
I can't right now.
We need goggles, gas masks, gloves, protective.
Singling people out on the line, that is a tactic being used by this gentleman here. Used to break people down on an individual basis.
Like themselves when he has it, when he needs it. You need that message. They just said,
Don't turn away from me, you ugly ass
we're trying to get at least 25 right now, it sounds like.
Do not fucking turn away from me, you coward! I am talking to you, you piece of shit! I am fuck SPD! Yeah, glaze over me! You would not leave your family without a love. So why is it okay for us to be cowards? And guess what? All you ugly ass motherfuckers who turn away from your friend, yeah, I'm talking to you. You guys are cowards. You're being paid to be slaves. Oh, wait. Don't push on this rail. Don't push on the rail.
Yeah, you're gonna make us fall.
Why is it okay for you to have families that's protected? And why is it not okay for us to have our families? You guys are cowards, and we want your leadership here to talk right now. We want your leadership. We want your leadership. Don't turn away. We want your leadership. It's okay. Don't let anybody else want to speak because I guess my white brother can't speak.
$100 at Metro? It's really fucked up how we're having to ask y'all to speak up in the first place.
Thank you.
We should not have to ask you to speak up against it.
Thank you.
All of you guys are bad. Let me reinforce that. All of you guys are bad. We should not have to ask you to speak up in the first place. It should be in your heart to have compassion for human rights. Period.
Requires $4.90.
We shouldn't have to speak up about this. Where is your initiative? Where is your heart?
There's no initiative. There's no care.
Everything is peaceful so far.
No.
Hey, Mom, I'll keep you updated, but we're being careful. Don't worry. Hey, you trust us? Text me, alright? Or text Noah because my phone's low. Okay.
Sector disturbance 3084 Avenue South in Addison. Female in the hallway on floor 2 heard arguing with another resident, threatening him. CPD advised high risk for the building 308
My country, my family, mother and father serve and protect the people of this country. And guess what? They're black. And guess what? They're POC. Okay? Just because you wear that badge does not give you the honor to destroy innocent people who have done nothing wrong. What you guys did to George Floyd was a disgrace. You didn't even know if that was a counterfeit $20 bill. You had no clue. But you felt his
shining lasers at officers on the front line.
My ass!
Do not allow people within your group to co-opt the message today. Please respect the police lines and do not allow members of your group to shine lasers at officers.
PA system said, please respect the police line. Do not allow members of your group to shine lasers at officers. They repeated that a couple of times. To which the protesters are responding, keep your lasers off of us.
Shut the fuck up! 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 Shut the fuck up!
I see you too. What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that?
There are, police officers are shooting lasers at protesters.
Eat my ass! No more gas! Eat my ass!
That is a Seattle Police Department officer.
No more gas!
What do you expect them to do, bro?
That is a member of the Seattle Police Department shining lasers on protesters.
What about that?
The laser is attached to a gun.
Which is truthfully the only laser I've seen. But again, I don't have full access to everything here, so just showing you what I can. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. You good?
You changed the world, man. You changed the world, man. 50 states. 50 states. 18 countries. 50 states. 18 countries. Watching. And you guys still sitting together. The world is watching. Side of history, motherfuckers. Wrong side.
Get ready for the Nuremberg Trials Part 2, bitch!
You're on the wrong side. You're on the wrong side.
Do not push it to the people who pay your fucking check. Do not push it to the people who pay your fucking check. Okay?
Why are you here?
Something right now, please go with the You have a voice. You have a voice. You are a woman in a filled with soft room.
Her name is Abby.
You're Abby, baby. That's a sweet name. But see these white men that you're standing beside, they don't give a fuck about you. See these black men, they have their own thoughts, but they need to be quiet. Just like you. Do you not understand this is wrong? Do you understand that a child is left without a father? Do you understand a mother's crying about her son even though she's dead? Do you understand that instead? No, you look at me. You good. You good, baby. You look at me. We are upset from pain. We are upset from injustice. We are upset from bad leadership, just like you. Your leadership is wrong. It's wrong. And your leadership is fucking y'all over. Because amongst this crowd, you got bad cops. You know, you might be a good cop, but we got bad cops in this crowd. And there's nobody there to police them. And that's why we're angry. Do you understand? Thank you.
You want to believe in you, Abby? Then join us!
But guess what, Abby? There's a lot of Abby's to get the rest. Coward! You're a fucking coward! And I hope you have a good son. And I hope you have a black child. And I hope you understand the shit you're in. Damn piece of
You okay? 30% of cops people
You
want.
swore. Eric. You are a piece of shit. Okay? Let me tell you something. The creed that you set up there and swore to protect you are standing here in front of us here. Don't you dare point at nobody in our crowd. Don't you dare. Ain't no man of crowd got a weapon, but you do. You're a coward, and you don't stand for what you believe in. You don't. You're a piece of shit.
Anybody with the
I'm
3R?
sorry about the cap. I didn't want the water to hurt you.
Okay.
Hey, you guys are cowards.
I gotta set this back down. Hold on, y'all. I gotta set this umbrella down 1 sec.
Hey, take off your badge and step over the barricade.
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna have to make that decision to stand for what's right, or whether you're afraid of
Hashtag BBC Hashtag BBC matters. Hashtag your daughter is about to get my play. Hashtag your grandchildren are about to get my play. Hashtag you can't protect them for your own racist Hashtag
Well, now you're kind of using it kind of in the wrong way, right?
Can someone hold this umbrella for me real fast?
It's not really a
Thank
diss
you.
saying that you're going to have a
Robert.
black daughter or your daughter's going to have BBC.
Baby.
Is it?
Give it to Black Lives Matter.
Baby's still here.
I'm just saying now, you know. No, you're good. You're good. Keep it pushing.
I hope you have interracial children. I hope.
Hey, just tell me when you need the charger back.
Thank you.
I hope you hate it. I hope you get to realize what we are dealing with. I hope this motherfucker in front of me, you're a piece of shit. I told you you're a piece of shit. I want to see his face know that he's a piece of shit. And you look like shit, man. The whole crowd.
Actually, do you have enough charges to hold
Yeah,
me for?
I'm good. I'm good for now. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Robert says he doesn't have a Venmo, but he wants y'all to donate to the Black Lives Matter Bail Fund.
Can we lean it back?
Somebody can post that link in the comments. I'll pin it.
What's going on? You hear me talking to you, sir? Excuse me, I'm coming out this way. Excuse me, y'all. I'm coming out this way. He just looked over at me and shook his hand. But he found it unimpossible to look over at me.
Let's go now.
Man's crossing the fence, bro.
Let's see if I can follow Robert down the way here. Hold on a second, guys. 1 second, y'all.
All those in front of that, they're taking pictures from up top.
I think I might have lost him, y'all. No, let me get it back.
You have to go around that way before we got the power and stuff. And
Word. I got you. Yep. You got it.
Yeah, man, we got this barricade.
No, you're good. Amari, you gotta do what you gotta do. I got it. You're good. I'm with it. Hey. Please don't shove me. I'm just trying to make sure everybody sees what's going on, okay?
You go up there, you better speak about what's going on, man.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just letting Robert know. I don't appreciate being shot. I can feel you pushing. Thank you. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second.
Hey, whose speaker is this? I don't know, but what's tight is I bring my equipment, get a mic in this bitch. That's all we need. I got shit. Maybe I'll bring it like that.
You guys sit there and allow this shit to happen. So yes, all cops are bad. If you're willing to sit there, and let us at the right, just go for this earth. You guys are part of the problem too.
Well, so with the barricade is the orange barricade back there.
guys are not protecting us.
Yeah, we're supposed to be able to go to the block right now.
And that's why we're here today. Like I said, if there's any confusion, this is why. You're going to fill our bank today. Let's go.
Hey, let it be known that their barricade is supposed to be where those orange markers are.
The barricade is supposed to be back there. Why you guys are here? The barricade is supposed to be back there. What's up? Why can't we? Unjust.
Umbrellas up!
No justice, no peace. I'm sticking to it.
I'm gonna try to get through to make sure I get looking out for Robert here. But it's like tight. It's really tight, y'all. Robert's a little instigator. I don't mean that for real. I mean, he's a really, really great guy. I just want to make sure he doesn't get pepper sprayed. Powerful voice. And want to make sure he's okay, taken care of.
Hey, make room!
Sorry, y'all. Give me a sec.
Please make room! Please make room! Please make room!
Yep. So Amari's back up here. What's up?
Please make room!
Alright. Can I switch these spots, buddy? I gotta get the live stream. And I want to protect Robert. Sorry, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. People in the crowd, y'all. Young people. They look like high school kids. Hey, sweetie, is there any chance I could switch you? I just want to make sure I get up there. What's up? Okay.
He's crazy. I was back in 2014 when I quit the police department. I quit the police department because I just been in treating.
The live stream ain't gonna be no good if I don't get footage of the police, so I want to make sure I can capture that for all to see. You guys, excuse me, I want to make sure I can capture everything that's happening, just in case anything pops off. We want to get it on film. Pardon me, you guys. Oh, no, it's okay. I'm just gonna like try it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have batons, you have guns!
1.6 cold.
Listen to your master! Listen to him! Listen to him!
Daddy!
Sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys.
600 people on the lot? Oh shit, he's got almost 2K on the lot.
On Twitch, we're streaming 20,000. So if y'all got something to say, prioritizing POC, obviously.
Seattle is supposed to be inclusive. Okay?
Step back, let him through, let him through.
And I expect that from my SPD. Do not kill them, but beat them. Let me tell you something. Motherfucker, you beat me, I guarantee you ain't.
Oh, God.
I guarantee you this crowd ain't gonna win. Okay? Stop being coward. Show yourself. Show yourself. These people cannot bring back their mother. They cannot bring back their sister. They cannot bring back their father. They cannot bring back their loved ones. You fucking taking me out of respect, you disrespectful ass motherfuckers.
Why don't you throw yourself out of respect?
Fuck your flag.
Would you like to say anything to the people?
I got nothing to say right now. Nah, you're good, you're good.
All cops are bastards!
All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards!
Hey, make a hole!
All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards!
All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards! All cops are bastards!
All cops are bastards! Fucking 46 seconds.
You guys, is there any way I can just get a little closer? I need to hear you.
Try going right behind me, and then through there, and then go, because it's so crowded.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm gonna hop right up here. Sorry.
Wrap her arm around me so that all cops are bastards! All cops are bastards! ACAB! All cops are bastards! ACAB! All cops are bastards!
For no reason.
All cops are bastards!
For injustice.
All cops are bastards!
Because you're a bully. May we break it down? You are bullies. You're scared of what you don't know, but you don't try to know what you don't know. Okay? You're scared of black people because you don't know black people. You're scared of poor Latinas because you ain't know poor Latinas. You're scared of poor white people because you ain't know poor white people. Because you're paying $90 to $100. Yeah, you can talk to me. You can talk
he had all that in him.
One step ahead. Scream harder, Daddy. Come on. Oh, yes.
Har-
Come on. We got to scream harder, Daddy. Harder, Daddy. Harder. Where's that black dick? Somebody put that black dick in the bag.
Inside my big pouch, can you get my battery and cable? The boot pouch, the big pouch. Should be right on top. If it's not right on top, try the front pouch.
Protesters are now shouting, Jenny Durkan, the mayor of Seattle, must resign. This is, of course, in response to the protests that have happened over the week. In fact, just yesterday, the stranger, hold on, watching your house on Joey's live stream. Be careful, I love you, brother. Oh my God.
This is crazy.
Oh my goodness. I told you. The Stranger, a local newspaper here on Capitol Hill in Seattle, released an article with a long list of Democratic leaders, myself included, calling for the immediate resignation of Mayor Jenny Durkan. And if she does not go peacefully, to have the Seattle City Council remove her.
Every day, 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 every day. Fuck you, pigs! Every day. I smell bacon!
Push the line!
Inch by inch! 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 Inch by inch!
All day. I wish I could talk to my boss the way y'all speaking to us. Hell, I ain't got to work.
Anybody talking shit about Shama Sawant in the comments must know that she's the only Seattle City Council member who stood in opposition to the mayor and the city attorney and the chief of police, who was collaborating with the Trump administration to withdraw from the federal consent decree. So when you ask where the F has Shama Sawant been, Shama Sawant has been on the front lines, both legislatively and in person out here in the streets. Whether it be this week or the week before or the week before or the year before, she's been out here. So please understand what the fuck you're talking about. Thank you very much. And Shama Sawant lives in the Central District, which is historically redlined neighborhood where a lot of black and brown communities lived for a very long time, up until gentrification has pushed them out with the rise and boom of the tech industry here in Seattle. She's still down there holding it down for her black and brown community members and neighbors. So again, know what the fuck you're talking about. I have been to her house personally as an invited guest, so I can speak to that from first-hand account. Thank you.
Whoever's got a laser pointer, get rid of it.
I can say I just got, somebody just put a laser pointer on me. It just touched my hand again. It's a red one, not a green one. So that leads me to think it's somebody from within the crowd behind me that might provoke the police department, because they did say that our right to peacefully protest will be taken away if the laser pointers continue. So it seems like they are, in fact, continuing. So I just want to put that on everybody's radar. It's possible that it could escalate from here. If somebody could post the link to the petition in the comments, if everybody can find it, it's on my personal Facebook page. If you could go grab it, it's down a few, I think, but it's there. If you can find that petition and post it in the comments, I will pin that in the comments.
When comedy happens,
it's tough to say, but I would imagine it's the same amount of people as when this all started, which is at least 2,000. Thank you, Stephanie. You. So if you want to stand in support of the Seattle protesters here on Capitol Hill, but you cannot be out here tonight, one action item for you can do right here, right now. You can support local organizers and activists. You can sign the petition that I have linked in the comments. It is pinned. It is a direct demand that Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkan resign immediately for the way she has shamefully handled the protests here by tear gassing the neighborhood on the very first night of Pride Month. Let's be clear. The first gay pride was a riot, Stonewall 1969. Know your history. Show up tonight. If you leave this live stream tonight and you feel like you support the protesters but you did not sign that petition, then you did not show up tonight. So go ahead and sign that petition right here, right now. I will be here for another while. You're not going to miss anything. That is an action item that is so easy. It takes all of 30 seconds. Please sign that goddamn petition and share it on your... Thank you. On behalf of everybody out here in these streets, I appreciate it. Okay, thank you for the update. It might be that stranger article. If you go to my page, there is the actual link to the petition itself, not just the stranger article. If somebody could go grab that link, I believe that link should still work. I'm not sure why the stranger article link is not working. Thank you for the update, you guys. It might just be an issue with the stranger article. I would leave and grab it myself, but I don't want to end the live stream. I just need the link to the actual petition, not the article. If you go to my Facebook page and you scroll down to where the article is, it's a picture of the mayor. Embedded in the copy, in the description of the post, is a link to that petition.
Ask you in cooperation to step back from the fence. Those of you back that are pushing forward are the people. Please be respectful of the other protesters and respectful of the officers
Thank you, Brad.
You step back! 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 You step back!
Excuse me, Mr. Lieutenant. We are not here to talk to your help. We are here to talk to you. Come out here and speak to your citizens. Come out. As a whole, we are going to say, come out. And the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come out! Come out! Come out! Come out!
Come out, Lieutenant. Do not be a coward. Do not make your people
Face us!
Do not speak to us through a loudspeaker. We are your boss and we have you.
It's time for a performance review!
No peace!
In the bunker! In the bunker! Come out here!
got his whole team around him. He's got his system set up, I believe. It looks like he's good to go. He's just out maybe 10 feet to my left, maybe a little less, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just right over there.
We are seeing a lot of projectiles and active aggression from the crowd. If this behavior does not stop, we will be forced to declare an unlawful assembly.
Shit, not just every day. We got gassed and came back.
We protect people. I'm not Russian. We protect property.
We protect people.
You protect property. We protect people. You protect property.
We protect people.
You protect property.
We protect people.
You protect property.
We protect people.
You protect property. We protect people. You protect property. We protect people. You protect property.
Hey, black men. Hey, black men.
Hey, do not press on the barrier.
You got kids? You got kids? I got a son. I got a son, sir. I got a son. You got a son? You want to be over here? No, don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. You want to be there? No, don't tell him not to disengage. You want to engage? He ain't saying nothing. You want to be over there? What do you tell your son? What do you tell him? What do you tell him, sir? What do you tell your son? Ain't none of that working, God. I'm moving on. Ain't none of it working.
We are. And we're fighting for what's right. And we're fighting because everybody's tired. We might have the title as Black Lives Matter, but we know it's black. What does black, the color black mean? It carries every color inside that color.
Black.
And we're fucking tired as a whole.
Let's protect our own community. You don't want to be here. If you got a son, you for sure don't.
We stand with you.
Because when he asks
I know
you
y'all
about this shit, you
y'all
don't
are my
lie to
brothers.
him.
And you are my
He
sisters.
don't ask you why you on that side. He don't want to know why. Why my daddy against us?
Hey. Sorry, you got me stuck.
Push the line!
Got it.
Push
Yep.
the line!
Thank you.
Push the line! Because we know for a fucking fact you're not. He's scared. Scared not a fucking weapon.
I don't see no right here.
Black men.
Who's that?
Black men.
Yes, sir.
Black men.
Yes, sir. We will not take this as a people, and we will not take this as a whole.
You know how you know it's not right? How many black people you got standing next to you? Look around. How many black men you got around? How many black men are around you?
Yeah, we've seen some little laser in the crowd. We've seen a lot of people, as you can kind of see when you look ahead here, people with what look like kind of chafing dish plate things that are reflective, that they've been using to reflect back the police spotlights at them and to kind of illuminate the snipers up on the hill. We're wearing helmets and stuff today because the police have lost yesterday.
Look around! Shoes on fire!
Anna, what do you mean by shots? Shots as in gunshots? Shots as in pepper bullets? What are we talking about here?
Don't let your job trump your morality.
Oh my God, Andy, that video was hilarious. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. I was dying when I saw that yesterday.
They don't want me talking to you. It's okay to look over you. It's okay to stand up for who you are. Black men. Black men.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much. Appreciate the update.
This shit about your people, bro. This shit about your people. Fuck what they tell you in your briefing.
Can I pop up?
They tried to move you over.
Do you mind if I pop up real
This shit is about
Thank you.
your people. I bet you got family members that done gone through this shit. If it all went down today, you still black, big dog. If they not willing to kill black people, what do you think they feel about you? How you think they feel about you? Do you really believe they give a fuck about you? You gotta so what
It's hard to see a little plastic water bottle go fly in here. Yeah, we'll look. If we see that red truck again, I will certainly try to get the license plate. And again, the Portland police, they want people to go home. It's unclear. So there's been a couple of points where people have like shaked at the fence or tossed water bottles. At one point, people were tossing animal feed over the fence, and the police have responded with just like short barrages of pepper balls in response. And then the police said they've seen people with projectiles in the crowd, and then they began firing projectiles into the crowd. They just shot another one at us. So again, I haven't really seen like, to be honest, I haven't seen much in the way that would justify any kind of response because the courtyard's largely empty. So it's just kind of people occasionally shaking a fence. But the Portland police are happy to shoot as a result of that. So we'll see what happens in a little bit, you know? This is a large and, you know, the crowd gets more organized every night. We do have someone using a Mylar blanket here. So see, you can see kind of on the bottom of the screen. I don't want to get it much lower, but like we've got a Mylar blanket to reflect the police lights too. So the level of organization gets higher every time. Last night we had a crowd that really, I think they rallied, must have been 8 or 9 times. They're shaking the sacred fence. We got folks shaking the old sacred fence. Yeah, look at that. That fence is shaking like a son of a bitch. Yeah. I mean, it looks like that fence isn't going to be up that much longer. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It looks like it's being shaken pretty good. So, again, police firing into the crowd again. Someone throws a water bottle. Police telling us it's a civil disturbance, unlawful assembly, yada, yada, yada. And again, I guess if you're going to see what I think that the PPB defines aggression as, some people have been shaking the fence, and that has justified the impact munitions. Again, I want to get like a broad shot here. Yeah. People chanting, who do you protect, who do you serve? Ooh, that one hit close. Yeah, they're shooting good at us here. Who do you protect, who do you serve? Being chanted. Police occasionally just sort of shooting at the crowd. Yeah. A lot of good arms here, really. People holding up. Pepper balls are scare individuals away, but they don't really clear out crowds. Again, we have, just a lot of pepper ball fire arcing or being shot directly into the crowd. They're shooting into us pretty good here. So you can see up there. Yeah, so they're shooting. Yeah, they're not supposed to be able to gas anybody anymore. Oh, and you can see we've got some lasers being played. So the police are shooting at us from up there, and people are shining lasers at them to try to disrupt their sight. So you can see, like right there, that's a laser kind of being to try to blind the police as they fire back at us into the crowd. Someone shouts, "Yeah, we see you motherfuckers," to me as lasers are fired at police and police shoot back. The police reiterate a civil disturbance and an unlawful assembly. They tell us to leave the area to the south now, or they'll fuck us up. It's another move or we'll fuck you up night. Yeah, the police are shooting from above because they're trying to keep people out of the courtyard as much as possible. So this is interesting. We do have a little bit of a firefight between, people with actual projectile weapons and people with laser pointers. Which is interesting. We haven't seen this really happen yet. But also the police have always been closer. Oh yeah, they're really shooting a lot in the crowd over here. Kind of hear pop, 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 pop.
I don't know if he can win.
Yeah.
But American politics right now.
Yeah, we're certainly cool zone adjacent. We're like right on the edge of that cool zone. Kind of hard to say how much the lasering is affecting the police's aim, but they can't be enjoying it. Look, they're really lasering the hell out of this guy. Look at this dude. This dude's getting lasered like a motherfucker. Look at that guy. They are just lasering him. Yeah, and he looks like he's having trouble seeing. He definitely looks like he's having trouble seeing right now. That can't be super fun. People chanting, quit your job behind me. Yeah, I'm sure that can you guys hear the pepper balls being fired when they shoot them into the crowd? They're very audible to me, but I'm not sure. Okay, cool. Wow. Police again threatening us with the use of force. Okay, everybody, we can say
without gas, PPP really doesn't have much of an ability to clear this.
Yeah, ooh. I think I got a little bit.
Police again telling everyone
Assembly. And I want to. Oh yeah. So I want to read through the different Wi-Fi networks I see while I film this. An activist in the crowd just showed me what they were seeing. So the current Wi-Fi networks that I am seeing in the courtyard of the Justice Center are Black Lives Matter, Expect Us. Oh well, okay, never mind. Yeah, so a lot of people putting up Wi-Fi networks with appropriate names. Yeah, they have LRADs. They used them 2 nights ago, I think. But the mayor said yesterday that he has forbidden his police from using the LRAD on the crowd. He also said that they couldn't use tear gas unless their lives were threatened. But kind of what life-threatening is unclear. And you see people shaking the fence a little bit more. Fire another ammunition. Yeah, they're just kind of shooting occasionally into the crowd. Yeah, and they do seem to be more firing on this side of things, where there's less. You can see there's more lasers here. So, kind of anecdotally, it does seem like maybe the presence of lasers is reducing the amount of fire this chunk of the crowd is taking. So that might be evidence that that's an effective strategy. Yeah. Police again telling us they've declared an unlawful assembly. Yeah, I don't know where their stream team, but they've kind of been firing into multiple chunks. Like we've been all over the crowd, and they've shot into every chunk of the crowd at varying points. But they do seem to be now slackening fire, and I see less people here because of the number of lasers deployed there. So it does seem that between kind of the lasers and the spotlight reflectors, they have been successful in making it kind of difficult for them to shoot. Oh, I thought they'd disabled comments in the chat.
It's going to be the anniversary of the original March on. It's going to be huge.
People inside. Tear gas.
I won't assault.
I believe this to be an unlawful assembly. They are threatening with use of force or arrest if you don't leave. There are people in the crowd saying not to go south.
This is the Portland Police Bureau. This is a civil disturbance that we have declared as unlawful assembly.
Once again telling us this is a civil disturbance. Protesters are coming back with "fuck you" and "no." The Rock does not acknowledge fences. He would not believe that the fence matters.
Oh, there's thousands of people on MLK coming up here apparently. Disposable casserole plants, thank you. Yeah, it sounds like there's a bunch of the streamers saying there's thousands of other people coming up MLK. Yeah, we're never allowed. Oh, that's the group that came from Irving Park then. Cool. Yeah, some people have been shaking the fence. I mean, that's part of why I've kept the stream angled up here, as opposed to kind of down into the crowd itself. I try to avoid faces and stuff. It's a little less of a worry when everyone's getting gas. But yeah, there is kind of a trade-off. I think it is important to, and I think we've seen an effect from some of the filming we've done of police violence, and it's part of why they're not allowed to use tear gas anymore. But you do have to be very careful. We're getting more careful every night. But it's always just going to be it's always going to be kind of a trade-off. They're telling us everyone's going to be subject to use of force and arrest. Tossing stuff back. Ooh, wow, that one seems like it was close. Yeah, and police could use the tear. There's also, you know, the sheriff's department, the Oregon Sheriff's Department, or the sheriff's department nearby is here. So it does seem like the sheriff's department, from what I've understood, because I've spoken to some people who are kind of in a position to know, the sheriff's department guys could probably get away with using tear gas, although that would be bad optics for Mayor Wheeler. We'll see how much he cares about that. Yeah. The National Guard is in the city, but we haven't really seen them do anything. And you can see, oh yeah, people are lasering the guys up at the top who've been shooting down on us. And you can see how high up that is compared to the crowd. So they're arcing rounds from a pretty significant height here. Yes, tear gas Ted. I've seen several sets of plates. Again, it is unclear how they could break up this crowd to have tear gas. People are only lasering the folks shooting at them. My issue with Killer Mike's speech was the idea that folks should stay at home and plan and strategize, because I think that we've seen the results of people like planning and strategizing and acting electorally for a while, and it hasn't dealt with this problem. Like, police reform is notoriously ineffective. Any time in any police department, people come through to reform it. The best you do is usually maybe a temporary drop in violence. There was a good documentary called The Force about attempts to reform the Oakland PD from somebody, like I think it was police commissioner or whatever, whose heart really did seem to be in the right place, but it didn't fucking work. And it doesn't work reforming these groups. And Sergio, who got assaulted by the police, is back downtown. Sergio Olmos, Mr. Olmos on Twitter. He's another good person to follow. I'm probably going to have to take a few nights off after this. I have to work on a new, I guess I can announce this now, actually. I'm putting together a new limited series podcast called Behind. Oh yeah, we'll be talking about Sergio Olmos is one of the best journalists in the city of Portland. He's a great field reporter, a really good guy, and a real trooper, willing to like work through tear gas and rubber bullets and get shoved around by the cops. Sergio's great. Mr. Olmos on Twitter. He's a fucking hero. Woo, that one came fucking close. But they're still kind of just winging rounds vaguely into the crowd. I am tired. Yeah. Yeah, there's one up there. Yeah, Prop was our guest for the Black Panther episode, so I think he's a good guest to kind of talk about the whole sweep of the history of U.S. policing. And this is going to be like a presented by Behind the Bastards sort of deal.
Wow. So good. About to cry. Killing people.
This is night number, 7 or 8? Night number 8, I think I've been out here. But man, some of these people have been out here all day, every day. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and just keep it pushing.
Hey, let's keep it going. I'm gonna respect these brothers right here.
She was
We only brought the music in to bring the spirits up because that's what our ancestors did.
Nonverbal.
You understand me? But I was, hey, but I said I
quadriplegic.
respect you, so I'm not gonna do it right now.
She had a sign that
right?
said, please
That's
respect
love.
and maintain
That's love.
social
That's called
distancing.
respect. I'm gonna respect that because that bothers
respect.
you. But we have two different ideas, but we're right here all doing the same thing.
I'm hearing
So
that
make some love.
Vanessa
Make some love for this
Mosqueda
brother.
and Nicole
Make
Macri,
some love for this
state
brother.
representative and Jefferson Councilman
Make some love for this
south
brother.
side of the
Come here and speak though, brother.
protest. I'm not entirely sure where
Hey,
that is.
I keep on trying to have you come here
It's
so you
probably
can
just
speak.
a bit a
Come
block
here.
or two away from here, but that's where they are at. Again, they have all called for de-escalation, asking for...
Where? Oh, I can see them here through my screen. Yeah, you can see there's one, there's one, there's one. Let me try here. So we got one man here, one man here, one man here, and here there's some more up there. Yeah. Yeah, someone in the crowd shouts back at the police when they say, if you don't leave, we'll be forced to, use force. Someone shouts, stop being a shitty boyfriend, which I think is a reference to how some activists and just citizens feel gaslighted by the Portland Police Bureau. We had a night, after our first 3 nights of getting tear gassed and shot at repeatedly by the police, we had a night where a march was allowed to continue peacefully because the police stayed the hell away. And everybody was, I was really grateful, even though, it was kind of a problematic march in aspects, too. Some of the activists, didn't really know who they were, and, there were some claims that they didn't really, the march could have gone further, could have taken some direct action that might have been more effective. But we were all just so grateful to not be getting shot at by the police, which is kind of it's kind of gaslighting. Everybody's really happy, or was really happy when they didn't get fucking shot. Oh boy, possibly Timbuktu, huh? We've had at least one of those, so we're kind of waiting for more. Hey. Oh yeah. What's your charger? Sorry, a colleague needs to charge. I only have one cord with me. Is it USB-C? Oh, if it's USB-C. Yeah. Yeah, the worst the crowd's done is shine some lasers at people who were, shooting at them. Well, I think that you can have, in a society, groups of armed people who are trained to stop other dangerous, armed terrorists without having police like we have them. But also, how many times have you seen a mass shooter stopped by police as opposed to how many times have they just gotten to kill people? Oh, yeah, let's get closer. So, my colleague has pointed out that a lot of the shooters actually aren't maybe up on the roof. It might be the police officers who you can see here. You can see these might actually be the folks shooting at us. And folks are kind of trying to block there. You can see here, you've got a survival blanket that I think people are trying to use to block the pepper balls and, to block police visibility. So that's interesting. But yeah, we're not seeing a lot of signs that any of this is, the fence is so far more or less intact, although you can see here, people have again set up a phalanx of umbrellas on top of the fence to deflect munitions. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of creative use of...
This is the Portland Police Bureau. This is a civil disturbance that we have declared an unlawful.
So we're here on,
Leave the area to the south.
I guess,
Or you'll be subject to use of force
7 or 8
and
the
arrest.
siege of the Portland Police headquarters. Kind of every night there's a siege of the police bureau, and the police have been gassing us so far, but they're not supposed to be allowed to use gas anymore. So now they're just kind of occasionally shooting pepper balls. But the crowd, again, you can see, you've got an emergency blanket, you've got umbrellas, a ton of umbrellas. People are just working on deflecting shit. And I'm gonna kick out the chuds who are telling people not to break the law. That's not your place to say. Yeah. Yeah, assaulting press is against the law too, and we've had a number of press assaulted in Portland and all over the country. So, yeah. No gassing is Seattle and now Portland. So we'll see if they stick to that. And again, kind of folks online are saying reports on both Proud Boys and like police heading closer. And like, I don't know what's true. There's also not a lot that clearly are real danger here. Nobody's even doing anything other than chucking the odd plastic bottle and shining lasers in the eyes of people shooting at them. Yeah, they said they weren't going to gas Seattle today, but they tear gas lighted Seattle. Yeah, they tear gas lighted Seattle, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were tear gas lighting us. Yeah, I think it's probably fair to say that never in American history has a higher percentage of the population been tear gassed than right now. That you can hear people shooting kind of over here now. A protest becomes an unlawful assembly when the police say it's an unlawful assembly. Yeah, it's at their discretion, and it's kind of when they want to start shooting into the crowd. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, civil disturbance, and we have a very sizable crowd here. Yeah. Yeah, the police do seem to be ready to riot. We're again right here at the front of the sacred fence. You can see at the bottom of the screen, people have tied a blanket to it to kind of try to stop munitions and reflect light. No, there's no curfew in Portland. There's no legal reason why people wouldn't be allowed to be in the crowd, the thingamajig right now. Yeah, I think they're probably going to avoid gassing, but it also, like, really, when you get down to it logically, they're not threatened in any way right now. Like, people have tossed some bottles, but they're mostly staying back, and they've been shooting at the crowd, so, you know. The only time I saw police, I've seen it a couple of times. Last weekend, we saw police come to grips, you know, and in some cases even, like, beating people in the face with sticks. I saw at one point, like, an old guy fell down, and a young woman threw herself across his body, and like 3 police beat the hell out of them with sticks. But I haven't seen anything like that since. They seem to be keeping a distance. Yeah, lots of that. How you doing, John? Good to see you too, man. Corona, yeah. How you feeling about tonight?
This is the Portland Police Bureau. This is a civil disturbance that we have declared an unlawful assembly. Leave the area to the south now, or you'll be subject to use of force and arrest.
We just checked Hawthorne, and as of about 20 minutes ago, it was still open. Because I heard that report too. But Hawthorne was open when I checked out last. But I can't say anything else. People keep saying that there's police locking down stuff all around. I just have no idea. Oh, that would be interesting. Ah, okay. We'll see. We just heard some interesting information. I'm not going to report on it yet because I don't know if it's true, but if it is, we might be in for a really interesting night. Again, we're all just kind of waiting here to see if the police do anything else but occasionally fire pepper balls into the crowd, which is kind of all we've seen so far, and that does not seem to be dissuading the crowd. Anyone actually confirm if the PPB cut their live stream? got lasers going into police again. Yeah, I mean, I'm still seeing the stream going, and I'm still seeing comments come in, so I think we're probably okay. Yeah, so far we're kind of just been cool zone adjacent, but like the lack of tear gas really makes it hard to hit the cool zone. The documentary I mentioned earlier was The Force. Oh, one sec. So this is the police live stream that we're watching right now. I got a friend of mine is on it, or has it playing.
The video's having problems loading, but the comments are flying in.
Yeah, comments are coming in. A lot of Fs. Oh, I guess because the connection keeps dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably FTP that they keep throwing up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess. So pepper balls are basically just like paintballs that are filled with mace. With pepper spray, I should say. So again, we're sitting here outside of the Justice Center, which is under nonviolent siege once again by protesters who have surrounded it in their thousands and are refusing to leave after the police have declared an unlawful assembly. They're threatening. They're using force. They're shooting pepper balls into the crowd, but they can't use tear gas unless their lives are threatened, according to what Mayor Ted Wheeler said earlier today. So I don't know how much I think that they're going to actually abide by that. But they haven't gassed us yet, and I think on normal nights they would have been gassing the piss out of everybody by now.
Yeah, we definitely.
Yeah, I do suspect, as someone near me just said, that they're waiting for the crowd to do something, waiting for the crowd to either take down the fence or, push through in some way. And then they could probably justify, tear gassing us again, or even using, just like pumping a fuckload of rubber bullets into the front of the crowd. And yeah, it is kind of like a siege, they're shooting pepper balls at the crowd. The crowd is firing lasers back to blind them. The Justice Center is on the other side of that fence. So this is like police headquarters right here. You can see some officers up in there. Pretty good. I don't really think Ted is a good person. I think Ted is a politician who thought this would be an easy job and a stepping stone into Congress and maybe even the presidency one day. He has the right hair for it. But I think Ted, Ted Wheeler, the mayor of Portland, the first big thing from the encounter is the issue of these groups rallying in the city, and usually tiny groups of them, like 100 or so. And, a couple of thousand or, at least hundreds of anti-fascists would rally against them. And the Portland police would protect the fascists and work with them. And they would, corner and beat up people. And police shot tear gas into people. At one point, shot a guy in the back of the head with a tear gas grenade. Fascists regularly got to cooperate with the Portland police. And Mayor Ted Wheeler kind of didn't have the guts to do anything about the issues inherent in that whole situation. And just kind of let the city get torn apart repeatedly by these running street battles between two groups that were enabled by the police. So before all this started, people were not fond of Ted Wheeler. And I will say this, one of the things that both the Proud Boys, Patriot Prayer, the kind of far right side, and the anti-fascists could all agree on is that they didn't think Ted Wheeler was a great mayor. So as this has all happened, Ted has, as the commissioner of the police, their behavior is ultimately kind of on his shoulders. The police, under his command, repeatedly tear gassed traffic. many times. So, yeah. And again, hard to say how things or if things will escalate from here because the police have pulled back. They're not tear gassing. They just kind of have been occasionally shooting pepper balls in the crowd. The crowd's also just kind of like ready up at the fence waiting for something to happen. And then most nights, eventually, the police have gotten tired, often sometime around midnight. But I hear that a larger group of people is, yeah, someone just shouted to me, we're here to make the police tired. So yeah, we're just kind of standing out in front, waiting for stuff to happen. I mean, and I don't know that much more. Oh. And I do caution people about like all the reports, because like we've gotten accurate reports in from like folks on the stream, but there's also been stuff that's either been out of date or just wrong. So I do try not to like take too much up of what we do over the stream, just because kind of it's impossible to figure this out. Now, I can tell you what's happening here, right in front of the Justice Center. Yeah, I do suggest people donate to the PDF protest. The police are live streaming not far from here. Folks now chanting use fence, yeah. And folks are just kind of here at the fence. There's definitely thousands of people here. Get Boston out of here. 3,000 to 5,000 is kind of my really vague estimate. People are talking about the Proud Boys being here repeatedly. I haven't seen evidence of that. It's just really hard to say. There have been reports about them every night almost. I have seen confirmed photos of Tiny Tezatala, or Tiny Tozy, who's like a famous Proud Boy brawler who got in a lot of fist fights out here. He was like working as a guard for the Nike store. So I can confirm that he has been in town and around stuff, but he's also like legally forbidden from taking part in protests, which I think is why he's probably hanging outside the Apple store, or not Apple, the Nike store. Yeah, if the we have seen there have been people in vehicles, including a red truck, who have like hit protesters at a few points, or at least attempted to. That happened to one of my team members. Yeah. I don't know if he was hired, but he was there. Yeah, and there's... I think they targeted my my colleague because they were just out on the street. Yeah. Yeah, the police have pulled back. They're not in... Yesterday we had like police liaison officers. They've kind of refused to today. Like, they haven't even really, you can see there's not even really police in the courtyard for the most part. And my guess would be, what I suspect we're going to see if we do have like a big confrontation between the crowd and the police, is that the police will get up in a large block and try to kind of kettle folks away and then mace them and pepper spray them. So I think that's kind of the situation. That tends to be what police departments that can't use tear gas do, is they'll try to kettle up the protests, mace them at close range, and then pull people out of the crowd to arrest them. Yeah, the police haven't yelled at everybody. So that's been interesting. I mean, I think that people are pretty used to chanting by now. Yeah, definitely a religious war over the sacred fence. Now, this crowd just wants to worship the fence in their own way. Yeah, security really does a fucking number on them. I'll tell you that much. I have been, that's been really great too. And again, I'm gonna wind up taking a break for a few nights after this, just because I have to get some writing done on my new series about the history of American police.
Disturbance that we have declared it. Leave the area to the south, or you'll be subject to use of force and arrest.
Yeah. And you can see kind of people marking stuff, vaping into the fence. Yeah. Yeah, it would be hard for the police to count this size. But you know, I guess it would be possible.
This is a civil disturbance that we have declared it. Simply leave the area to the south now, or you'll be subject to use of force and arrest.
When they told us to leave the area to the north, they gassed the north. Like they would repeatedly gas all the areas they were telling folks to leave from. So it was hard to say. It's hard to follow the instructions sometimes.
Clearly, he said south.
Yeah, I do suspect something is kind of gearing up.
You can't quite see from where you're standing, but I see there's actually an extra line of officers coming behind the front line.
Yeah, so we have an extra line of officers being moved up to the front. Let's see if I can get footage of that. Why not? Yeah, so they do seem to be getting in place. The Portland police recently encrypted their communications. So I don't know if we can still hear them. But it's also kind of hard to figure out what's going on. No, there's a number of journalists here. I'm not sure there's someone else live streaming. I don't know. But I know that Sergio Olmos, at Mr. Olmos on Twitter, is here as well. My friend John, who takes photos, is here. So there's a decent number of journalists in the crowd, people reporting on what's happening. So far, we just have like a little siege going on with police. Police were actually shooting into the crowd a bit with pepper balls. The crowd shot back at them with lasers, and I think blinded the police a little bit, or at least annoyed them enough that they backed away. So it's been a little while since we've gotten a pepper ball in the crowd, actually. There's not an objective definition of any of this. Yeah. People are now paying attention. We're not a central. Oh, here we go. Oh, cool. And you can see here, folks are getting shields onto the wall here to kind of reflect stuff. Again, some incredible arms in the city of Portland. I don't know how our town does at baseball, but some impressive arms.
Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Defund SPD! Defund SPD!
So we've declared it. Simply
Yeah.
leave the area.
And every time the police say anything, people start taking the fence and throwing water bottles. So if the police really... Oh yeah, they did a flashbang. All right. We might be cool zone adjacent here in the near future, folks. They start gassing. They have started gassing. So that... Oh wait, no. That's... Yeah, that looks like smoke bombs. Yeah. Oh, thank you. People are forming a line in front of me. So things seem to be going on. They are attempting to gas the crowd. Folks threw the gas back into the police. So I don't know what hit.
leave the area to the south now, or you'll be subject to use of force and arrest.
Yeah, oh, these are paintball smoke bombs. Yeah, paintball smoke Yeah, people, I think trying to disrupt the police sight lines by throwing paintball smoke bombs into the front area. So people, it looks like they were tossing in some smoke bombs and the police really started to shoot and disrupt something.
This is a civil disturbance that we have declared an unlawful.
I actually think that was smoke and not tear gas.
Or you'll be subject to use of force
I think I was.
and arrest.
Yeah, I believe I was incorrect. That's colored smoke and not tear gas.
Stay tight! Stay tight! Move up!
People in the crowd around me say move up. I'm gonna avoid filming that.
This is a civil disturbance and we have declared an unlawful assembly. Leave the area to the south now. Or you'll
Please
be
again,
subject
Mr.
to
Flash,
and arrest. This is a civil disturbance. Leave the area to the south, or you'll be subject to use of force and arrest.
Alright, so we have people are moving away from the fence as a result of the number of munitions being deployed. Alright. I'm getting out of my face as I move through the crowd just because I want to avoid filming people. But I'll tell you what I'm seeing. Oh yeah, we're hearing grenade. Okay, so police actually, here we go. This is why folks move. So police have moved into the center of the square. You can see a chunk of the crowd around here, and then a chunk of the crowd behind me. So they're moving into the crowd. Yeah, and we are here. We're here on sort of a little bit of a phalanx line that seems to be forming. People are putting umbrellas around me. Ah, I just got hit. Ah, right in the fucking fingers. Yeah, they got me good. With a glass one, it seems. I don't taste pepper, but they got me real good.
And that is behind the fence. So that is what some officers are seeing.
Because my hand was on my chest. So.
And I just want to say we're just getting more reports in from Portland Police. This is from their Twitter, saying officers are getting fireworks and smoke bombs thrown at them from the crowd. Lasers are being pointed at officers' eyes. So that's just the latest tweet from Portland Police as we continue to see what looks like officers kind of moving out a little bit. All right, I think let's bring in KGW's Morgan Romero, who's also downtown for us tonight. Morgan, you're at a bit of a different viewpoint than Art Edwards, and like we're looking at Sky 8 right now, and it looks like a possible arrest.
Cover what's going to happen. So the police are moving in and
underway. What are you seeing?
Yeah, we got a little bit of gas here. We've got police moving in on a couple of sides here. And moving directly into the crowd, shooting into the crowd.
Police have told the people to leave and move south in this direction during this unlawful assembly, but we can hear the same flashbangs that Art is hearing. We've seen the same smoke being used. We don't feel any tear gas in our direction, so I can't say specifically if that's occurred yet tonight, but multiple flashbangs, and the crowd is starting to move out in this direction, heading up Madison.
Morgan, just to interrupt you, we are looking at Sky 8, and we did see an officer pepper spray a protester, and it looks like there's some sort of scuffle, maybe an arrest here with officers and other protesters. And so we're really seeing things, intensify here in front of the Justice Center. Brittany.
Yeah, we'll continue to follow this for you throughout the evening and cut in if warranted. We'll be following this on our social media platforms as this is the 9th night of protests. And as we see this kind of civil unrest,
dieting is 80% of getting in shape. Exercise is only 20. Yes, this is true.
We got someone down on the ground here. What does it mean? I think someone got hit in the leg. What happened? We got somebody down. Yeah, we've got medics on somebody who's on the ground now, can't really move. Not sure if they got hit on the leg or not. So, police clearing out the crowd now, hand to hand, with direct munitions, direct impact stuff. I don't know, there's much to film that way. We got journalists. Huh? Yeah. We've got, see an individual getting forced back here by a line of police. I think they're arresting him.
So just a little note, the girl on the bottom in the middle, Waifu Pinks, is a cam model. You can see her snatch for money.
So again, no, they just said they would use force. So, and we've got, I think, crowds seeming to be forming up in a couple of areas here. Police forcing people back, clearing out everything. Yeah, again, I think they aimed at my press pass when they shot at me. They hit me in the hands that were holding it. Well, in the hand that was holding it. So we had a fun little kerfuffle there. Definitely some arrests. Police moving into the crowd in more force than they have before. I tasted some tear gas, so they clearly were willing to use a little bit of that. I can confirm that. Yeah, really, you just have. Oh, and here we have. Okay, so we've got police telling the crowd here. You can see here a sizable crowd still. Telling them to leave the area. Crowd has to. So.
This is a civil disturbance, and we have declared an unlawful assembly. Leave the area now.
So, they seem to have cut the group in half and both areas. Well, I was hit. They shot me in the. I think they shot at my press pass. You can see over here, there seem to be smoking and gassing. Yeah, that's some more tear gas. So, a lot of tear gas here, I think, over on that side. Yeah, they're really, and that's a lot of flashbang grenades too. Yeah, flashbangs and tear gas over here. And we have a crowd here. They want to disperse and okay. No, I have a group with me. Yeah, let's start with this. So, again, we see a sizable police riot line here. I'm sure they're about to move up. And I'm getting it back on my trying to avoid exposing places. Maybe. I don't want to repeat that. I know, people say a lot. So they've got a fence, actually. Yeah. Thank you. So it looks like, I'm going to show you here, this fence has been, and you can see. So this is in the back of the crowd that I showed. I'll show their feet here. This is the front of the crowd. And in the back of it, we've got a little fence deployed. You can see like what I'm guessing is kind of a flare to help make it visible. You can set up a fence. We're warning the crowd that there's a big corral behind them all. Which I'm sure is true.
To Burnside, waterfront to 13.
There's another crowd behind me here. As we move forward, I can see police to the north too. So again, we just kind of have lanes and crowds of people. And we've got, okay, police here too. We got a lot of undercovers out tonight. We're gonna have a solid. It's not super undercover. So there's the police. Rolling through, and again, this kind of, I don't think I'm exposing it, but this kind of vaguely formed crowd. And I do think a little what we've seen here, you know, still a lot of people, if you look ahead of me, a sizable number of people still deployed here. People who held up a long time during kind of the justice center as they were fired vaguely on by the police. But once the police moved in and pulled with clubs, oh yeah, we're getting paddled. Once the police moved forward with clubs and shooting people
right now,
directly in the
coming around to get up to the stairs to
the
go
crowd
to
kind of split up, and they were able to pretty successfully cut the crowd into a few chunks. But now there's some, I guess the effective thing about, yeah, we're being peddled.
Yeah, Squad 1 from Utility 21. We're right here, just kind of watching information. Did I see you now?
Thank you so much. Each of these crowds is kind of independently organized, not like a hierarchy. You just sort of know what to do to get
Truck foreman at 332.
it's a real strength that this sort of situation has. And that's kind of why we split it up. So obviously the crowd doesn't have to kind of mass. Which does make it easier for the police to deal with a variety of munitions.
Even though a lot has changed.
But it also makes for police, if you kind of have more focused resources, police spreading out. So if you're looking at this kind of an attrition thing, it still sort of allows the crowd to send police resources by staying out. Yeah, there's a lot of police out there. This might be the largest number of police I've seen kind of organized and assembled. I don't know, just kind of back with the crowd. Yeah, and it does look like the crowd has been pretty well scattered at this point, to be honest.
One that's back here, I think I need you to roll this way. I don't know exactly what's going on yet, but apparently there's a lot of blood on the 11th floor. We got somebody bleeding. Can we get dispatch just to check and see if medical's rolling?
I'm looking at medical now. Sam, two on my way. Pretty decent protesters leaving the building. Structure 2 out is clear.
I'm going to guess they're going to be moving up ahead of us to kind of block things off, too. People are now talking about regrouping. Yeah, I'm going to keep my face on for a while. So we have another police line shooting into people. But we're heading down the street as the police continue to chase and shoot the crowd. Again, earlier the police kind of did their most direct, like, advance as a line and shoot people. Yeah.
Leave the area now. And waterfront to use of force is upon our command.
Yeah.
You need to leave the area from southwest
They are kind of pushing people into PSU, which is interesting. So, I'm going to get a broad shot here. You can see again kind of this crowd, pretty scattered at this point. And yeah, they were firing directly. I got hit again. I got shot. I think they were shooting at my press pass because I hit the hand that was holding it up.
They're coming, they're coming, they're coming.
So, people in a car drive up to hand out water to people.
They're coming, guys.
You know, continuing to follow the crowd in a vehicle to dispense necessaries, which is nice. Yeah. Okay. So we got police rolling up here on their little riot truck.
From Southwest Lincoln to Burnside.
Yeah. Their weapons pointed at it. Again, my press pass is very clearly displayed. There's press written on my helmet. They seem to be trying to corral the crowd.
This is the Portland Police Bureau. This is a civil disturbance that we have declared as unlawful.
I think it's because they realize it would look bad. During those top riots, all right. So let's head back down here. So, yeah, again, we saw as the police, you know, were ordered today not to use tear gas, which they used, but less than we've seen before. Although, again, the Portland police definitely used tear gas.
Big crowd.
Okay. Big crowd. Okay. So we're going to try to head up and find another big crowd, because again, this was thousands of people, and they got split off, and people kind of went running in every direction. We were with a line of folks who sort of directly got shot at a bunch. Like, I got hit in the hand holding my press pass by riot munitions. I don't know what it was. I didn't smell like pepper spray, so I don't think it was a pepper ball. It felt like a fucking ball hitting my hand and shattering, but like nothing, no residue was left behind. So I don't know if it was one of those weird glass balls. Yeah, they were just shooting the hell out of us. So that's what happened, and things continue to occur
towards Pioneer Square
down the street. Yeah, that's what the people were talking about. So we're going to continue to follow along for a bit. No, it didn't hit too bad. I think I'm going to have a bruise, but it's okay. Yeah, it might have been one of those glass impact rounds. And again, tear gas was supposed to be banned except for in situations where the police feared for their lives. So I guess they were the plastic bottles being chucked made them fear for their lives, because they sure did gas the crowd. Now, they were also a lot more physical today. And one of the arguments that they made for why they needed tear gas is that it allowed them to avoid being physical with the crowd. Which is interesting, because today they both deployed tear gas on the crowd and shot people directly with munitions and grabbed a lot of people and kind of advanced into the crowd physically in riot lines. So I don't know what message the Portland Police Bureau wants people to take out of this other than don't lay siege to the Justice Center and shine our own lights back at us and shine lasers at the people shooting pepper balls at you, which I guess is probably a pretty clear message, but there you go.
It's really loud.
So they scattered the crowd with direct, impact munitions and stuff. Oh boy, we got a nice chunk of people coming towards us. So I'm going to switch back to my face. So, how y'all doing?
They got barricaded.
Huh? They got what barricaded? Oh, cool. Well, let's take a look. Let's see what we can see. So this is a group kind of pulling back, convinced they need to stay in a large group to avoid getting arrested or whatever. Yeah, we'll try and go up and around and get back out on the streets. You can see here, the police definitely are kind of locking off a chunk of traffic. I actually want to see what's going on down here. So we're going to see what's going on down here. And again, much more physically forceful response in the wake of the Portland Police Bureau. I guess they definitely haven't weaned themselves off of using tear gas. I would say what the Portland Police Bureau has done is sort of like, if you ever know someone who tried to quit soda, like switching to diet soda, or like cutting down to like 1 or 2 a day, or like seltzer water. Someone who's like had a horrible Diet Coke addiction and is replacing it with seltzer water. That's how I would describe the Portland Police Bureau's kind of attitude towards tear gas tonight. Because they sure did use it, but they also kind of used it with force. Here we have some more. Again, press pass is displayed. See it in front of me right now. Just sort of rolling blockades down the street, actually, is kind of what it looks like they're doing. It's like rolling down to cut off people. They might be heading after the group that walked past us,
They just went that way.
who I think we're clearly out of the fight. Yeah, I'll say this, the police have avoided rioting as much as they usually do tonight. They're not shooting at people from their vehicles anymore. Yeah. Oh, here's Pioneer. So Pioneer is where I think folks were talking about regrouping. You can see some of the police down here. So we'll see. Yeah, they definitely did shoot me. They shot me good. And again, they shot me on the hand holding my press pass. I'm not sure what they were able to see, but
Where are your baseball cap? 2358.
I think it's fine.
Victor 17, I'll head that way. 58.
Out in the street still, and we can hear police all around us. Hey.
I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming out.
Your stream is going back to the best thing in the last week.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for listening, and thanks for coming out, most of all. Yeah, please keep doing it. All right. Yeah. They probably were lining up, so I'm sure that information filtered out. So we're going to try, and find, do we know where our people are?
No, but I
Okay. Oh, we can hear some booms going on.
Well, let's go find them. Because as a foreigner, it's good. They're safe.
Yeah. We're going to try to find a group of folks we know, including another reporter. So we'll see what we're capable of finding. But yeah, this was, every night we've seen things get different. We saw the crowd by last night really good at dealing with tear gas. Reformed 8 or 9 times at least, with huge numbers, was able to keep the fight going until like almost 2:30, something 3 in the morning. And tonight, because the police have to use, I guess, less tear gas.
Over 60,000 contractors trust Next Insurance. With Next Insurance, you can save up to 30% on business insurance.
Own a business? You're going to want to hear this.
If you own a business, you need Next Insurance. Type your business, select your plan, pay.
I do have your protection.
Yes, still recording.
Falcon, what's up, woke? Hear it. Listen to where it's coming from.
Tell him to grab onto Devontae. Don't let Devontae grab onto
There we
him.
go. I see people.
Don't let go of him, bro.
I had to do my shoe was coming off. There's the people.
Alright, they're attacking us anytime they get a chance to now.
Alright.
See how quick that was? Alright, everyone good? Where's Matt?
Watch the one this way.
You good, bro?
So.
You alright, dude? Yeah. Stay with Devontae. Stay with Devontae.
You can do whatever you want.
Where are they marching us to? I don't fucking know. They just keep pushing us.
Stay back. Stay back.
Oh, they're coming up in front of us now. Thank you. Oh, that's a reflection.
I got him.
Alright, let's go this
Put your
way.
hand behind your back. Yeah. Do not move until I tell you to move. Do you understand? I'm not moving. You cuff him.
We need to get up to the middle, bro. Excuse me. I just want to be in the middle so we don't get fucking blocked off.
Are they still fighting?
What did I do?
Can you hold him?
There we go.
Holy fuck.
I got it.
People going this way.
Hold on, I know. There's people behind us. Are you good?
On the left.
Okay, I have cuffs.
I'm trying to stay in the center.
So both your hands behind your back, man.
No, you fucking both fine.
Sorry, they're tight.
They're fine.
Doing good. Thank you.
Relax, relax.
Backwards. Oh, the backpack?
I'll cut it, I'll cut it.
There you go, man. Alright, I'm gonna fucking try to meet up with people. There's some people. Perfect.
curfew.
I fucking love woke. All the fucking people in voice chat and Discord server, what's up? A bunch of people, there we go.
I don't mind. I thought you were trying to talk to me. I was like, okay. Dude, some bum's gonna come up so fast. He's gonna get himself an apartment, bro.
I don't know where he's going, but follow him.
So again, an awful lot, we can see one here, an awful lot of undercovers, awful lot of normal police cars rolling through the streets.
No problem, Kim.
You're not going this way.
Smells like vinegar.
Back up. Stay back. Stay back.
Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. Our streets.
You guys need to go home.
Getting spicy.
You need to go. Doesn't matter. Away. That way. That way or that way. Both of those ways are fine. We're done here. Go. Got him?
Justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. All we have to do is go outside the closed zones. That's what we're trying to do right now, but they keep fucking chasing us and blocking us in. No one's looting it all night. No one's looted in Portland since Friday. If you could tell by watching this video, no one's stopping to vandalize anything. The only thing that's been done is moving obstacles in the way of the road so the cops can't keep pushing us and assaulting us.
I mean, the arrests, I guess, are for being out when the police decided it was an unlawful assembly. They just sort of, at a certain point, I think, got tired of people being outside and started shooting pepper balls into the crowd. Of course, people in the crowd responded by throwing stuff and shining lasers at them. And, you know, eventually they surrounded the crowd with riot police and rushed in. So, yeah, we're going to get in as close as we can and film these arrests for you. Yeah. I mean, we can get it from here. We can get it from the corner. So here we go. I know, we're pressed. Oh wait, no, this is just, they're just waiting. This is just a staging area. Look at how many. Okay, so we go to the left? Wow. Just so many police officers here. So this is a very sizable chunk of them here. So we'll go to the left. Because I don't think we can go through here. Was this all blocked off? This may be blocked. Well, no, I think we can go around. Yeah, I think we can go around here. So, a lot of police here. Again, this has been the heaviest presence of police officers that I've seen on the streets. You can see here another big old line of them rolling right up. Just a ton of police. Again, my theory is kind of that they, you know, have maybe fewer of the riot trucks, or at least fewer people on them, and more people in. It seems like they've just got every vehicle in the city's vehicle pool, and they may be trying to do mass arrests, kind of as a way to try to tamp down on these protests somewhat. Because I've never seen. This is kind of a level of force use I haven't seen by them in terms of like direct physical attack on people. It's empty. Yeah. So, get my mask back on since we're around people again. Taking a little mask break. No, we're getting reports that they're arresting people. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
We've definitely seen several arrests.
The last 9 nights.
Yes.
Is this finally the tipping point?
They seem to be staging.
No, this is not the tipping point. This is not the tipping point. Right now, this is the best time because now a lot more people are hearing our message. This is just the beginning. This is not the tipping point. I do not want any.
The tipping point for change.
No, it's not. Change is not coming yet. We need to be doing this for years. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This does not happen. You heard what Jenny said. You heard what Jenny said 3 days ago. Change does not happen overnight. Do you know what that made me think in my head? That they do not respect this protest. They do not respect a lot of these people, a lot of the people that's losing people. They don't respect that because they cannot help us out overnight. When they could fund the police, when they could get tear gas, when they could go get brand new can of maize, when they could have all of this set up overnight. They cannot take a look at good people that's suffering right now and change that. They can't. So basically, this got to go on for the rest of their lives. You know, I told you guys, I'm going to die for my kid to have a different life so he doesn't have to do that, and I stand by that. Because my freedom, his freedom, everyone's freedom is worth it.
Really
just believe in that, and that's all you guys have to do, period.
Thank you, Rio. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, man. Hey, man, give this man a round of applause, man. Thank you. Hey, man, thank you, bro.
Bro, I hear you, bro.
Thank you so much.
That's you. I talk, he talk. You talk. No, I got to say something. He can definitely say something.
What is this? What station?
Channel 4.
Channel 4? Oh, awesome. I was in Bellevue. My name is Ish the Alias. I was in Bellevue and they kind of twisted my words. You know, I had a whole spill of talking about equality and connection and camaraderie within the community. Identity of leadership is something that we're lacking with people just kind of mixing things up. There's a lot of confusion happening in the community. Now what happened was I was saying things like that and they chopped it up and made it seem like I was looting. Everyone that knows me in the community knows I am the opposite of a looter.
Call him out.
Right?
Call him out.
A leader. Leader, not a looter. It's the Alias.
Would you mind spelling your name for us, sir?
ISHTHEALIAS.
Thank you very much.
Please don't say I loot.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Take the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for talking. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Thank you.
It's nice to meet you, even under these circumstances. It's unfortunate that we're out here for what we are out here for. Good deal.
Thank you for interviewing the youth. I hope you elevate their voices. They're the ones we need to be listening to.
Last time I was out here was Thursday, and we did, man. We got some great sound from some people who are really impacted by this. And
thank you.
Talking about some real reform. We're hopeful for some real reform.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What was your name?
Gurmai.
Gurman?
Gurmai. Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'm Christian.
Kristen, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Of course, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I was
Thanks for what you said to them, because you know there's so many amazing voices out here, and it's
good stuff because it's a big variety, right?
Absolutely.
And they don't highlight, there's a need for everybody.
Absolutely.
Whatever that voice may be. And it's not easy to talk about on TV.
Absolutely.
You know, so people aren't really reporting the real stuff. So anyway, thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
For those of you who saw, you heard, did you hear this young man's speech right here?
I heard it all. I heard them earlier.
That's what I want to see. I don't want to go home, turn on the news, and just see them focusing on people breaking glass and stealing cheesecake. Like, who can, like, what is that? You got young people out here literally risking their lives for justice during a global health pandemic. You heard this 21-year-old young man say he has a baby at home. He had to take off his mask to just speak the words, speak justice, speak truth to power, and they're not highlighting their voices enough. So I'm glad. I hope everybody who watched this, who heard that young man's speech, that's the brilliance. That's the brilliance of our young people. And it's just not being highlighted the way it should. Nice to meet you. You want to say a few words to the audience?
As I was saying in my live right here as well, look who showed up. Amari put out the call, and look who showed up. When y'all hit the polls, remember who showed up. When things been crazy, remember who showed up. That's what's important right now.
Thank you, man.
We have too much disillusion going on right now. We have too many people who aren't together, okay?
Thank you, brother.
And when what's important is that we come together right now and we make change. Not
Thank you,
some
brother.
other day.
Yes, sir.
Not waiting till August to figure out what people's policies are.
Yes,
Do your
sir.
research right now.
Yes, sir.
Look who showed up.
Yes, sir.
When it mattered the most, right? And all of your local leaders as well. Everybody, look at this youth. These people right here behind me, they showed up. They've been here every single goddamn day for
Thank
y'all.
y'all for showing up. Thank you for showing
remember
up.
that, okay?
Thank you.
These are the people that are going to change
Thank you.
everything. Remember that. And be here.
Again, look at the types of people I'm interviewing out here. These are smart young people out here demanding justice. If you turn on the news, that's not what you see, is it? What do you see when you violent protesters? That's
We are one team, one voice, one message.
absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you for
I
being up
came
here.
down. I live on 10th and Little Hut.
Oh, thank you. What's your name, man?
Dog down there.
Yep.
That's why I'm here right now. It's
Absolutely.
ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. It's unacceptable.
Thank you so much.
Again,
Thank you.
look at this crowd, and then look at the type of police that are showing up out here. Look at this. Again, I'm gonna keep showing the contrast here. Thank y'all. The types of young people that I'm out here interviewing. Does this crowd here look to you like a situation that requires your tax dollars to pay for this? This is what your tax dollars are paying for. Like why? Like why? So we need action. We need everybody who's watching this to email and call your elected officials, hold them accountable. Remember this image. Every time you talk to your elected officials, every time you vote, remember the contrasting image, okay? This is what they want. Young people of all races, all ages coming together to say Black Lives Matter, to say stop harming black people through our law enforcement. That's on one side. On the other side, you have this. So that's what we're seeing out here. We have several elected officials who showed up here today. We have Representative Nicole Macri. You want to say a few words? You have state representative. Do you represent this district?
This is my neighborhood, actually.
I need a break. My feet are hurting. Okay. I don't know. Small break. Feet hurt. Alright. Follow these guys. Jesus, how many are there? All right. Am I going that way? Can't tell which direction we're going. Okay, let's go this way.
You're gonna go this way. Up what you're doing.
Next time,
Her
bike.
inbox.
What the fuck? Oh.
This is the Portland Police Bureau.
fucking fire up ahead on the street.
Looting, nobody's destroying anything, nobody's doing anything that requires military-style police to be standing in front of us, escalating, being aggressive, wearing very intimidating equipment. You got some of them standing on top of buildings looking down at us. It's a scary sight. And then
yeah,
when I look at the young people out here, that's the part.
Saw a dumpster from on fire. They'll get moved this way probably, but they're all moving this way. Yep. Fire department's on the way. Now they're way up there? How the fuck did they get up there?
Hey, that way. No. Downtown is closed.
Tobacco, I'm not even sure at this point. I was able to stumble to the corner when I got down there. I couldn't see any further. I just started screaming that.
I'm just looking at this.
I couldn't see, and that Shanti here, he ended up being one of the people amongst the crowd that was there on the corner. He came and helped me across the way, walked me down to my bike here, which was 1 block north of 3rd and Salmon, and ended up unlocking my bike, sitting me there for a minute until I was able to get my eyes flushed enough to see. I was actually assaulted a few nights back. I've had my podcast co-host over at KGU out here. She was assaulted as well. Officers are not taking it easy on us, press.
No.
They're treating us the same as anybody else. And I mean, I got that right around my neck I've been holding out. You don't see it right now because my face mask is in my pocket. It was completely trashed during all that, but it says press across the front of it. I've been trying to do the best I can to stay out of officers' way while still being able to get footage on the front line. And it feels like they are deliberately targeting me. I don't know why. I will say one thing. I am a board member at PSU, Student Media, and we have several student journalists that are out here. I fought for them to get press passes so that things like this wouldn't happen to them at protests.
Just because you print a fucking press pass don't mean you're fucking pressed, bud. Everyone and their fucking mama's got a podcast.
And had a paper pass, I would get looked at by officers like I was a fake, like I was a phony. But I'm sitting here dedicated for 3 years to this field of journalism. Politics, protests, homelessness, that's my beat. If I see any of my student journalists from PSU get injured like I have been, PSU will be taking full legal actions against PPB. And I want that known.
Thanks, Corey.
Thank you.
So that was a representative of Portland State University.
Sorry, Corey. Get better, man. Really fucking great work, Corey.
All right.
So that was Corey Elia at The Real Corey Elia on Twitter, who's been repeatedly attacked by the Portland Police Bureau.
He says he thinks they're targeting him. And just looking at the footage I saw of him post his earlier assault, I'd be surprised if they weren't. They targeted and injured Sergio Olmos last night, and for all I know, considering what's going on tonight, they may have injured him again tonight. I really don't know. They shot me in the handhold of my press pass earlier. So they're, Portland Police Bureau certainly seems to be targeting journalists. And that was the second. I also got shot a couple of nights earlier with a tear gas grenade. So they're, I wouldn't be surprised if they are deliberately targeting journalists. And again, we're going to see what we can find.
And you painted press on a fucking helmet.
We're okay. Thank you, though. Yeah. I'm good. Thank you, though. Oh. Nice. Yeah. See where he is. If there's still anything going on, we'll try to get to him. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, though. I hydrate a hell of a lot, like right when it seems like it's about to go off. I have a pretty decent sense for that now.
James stopped by.
Oh, good. So again, we're back out in front of Justice Center now, where all this kind of started, and there appear to be small groups milling about a little bit. I know those might just be people out to clean up Justice Center. Yeah. There's definitely not still protest crowd going through here, at least, though. Yeah, Corey's handle is again at the Corey Elia.
Why don't you stop and help clean up? You did contribute.
Assaulted by the Portland Police Bureau. Yeah, I'm glad Woke.tv was streaming that interview too. Oh, we have some new graffiti on the. This is a statue for the Oregon First National, or First Volunteer Regiment, which was like a one of the most imperialist military organizations in U.S. history. These guys basically were some of the first troops into the Philippines during that brutal war of what you could pretty clearly, very close to racial extermination, if not entirely that. So this gets pretty regularly tagged up by protesters. Let's see what they have on the other side here. Fuck the USA. And again, we have a crowd of what look to be umbrellas here.
Wow.
Do you know where they're being herded around like cattle? Because again, we've continually tried to find groups, but it is.
Certainly don't mind making a fucking mess in this country, do you?
Sometimes you don't hedge your bets as well as you might. Okay, he's dead. Let's get to the vehicle. So we're going to get to our vehicle, and I'll keep streaming until we get there just for safety's sake. Once we get to our vehicle, we will see if we can find anything else happening tonight. And if we can, I will, of course, hop right back on the stream. Yeah. Yeah.
All of these small businesses trust Next Insurance.
Hold on.
Carpenters, DJs, roofers, painters, landscapers, personal trainers, event planners.
Hey, what's up, aggressive? We're probably about to call it a night. Everyone's just chilling and we're tired. It's starting to rain too. okay if not. I'm just asking. Rain, one of the mods from Wogan. What's up, Rain? Thanks for being here, dude. You guys.
I don't have no way to reach you. The only way I'll tell people is tweet. Hold on. Everybody got my number. This month, but he wasn't over here. Hold on, let me. You know I just listened to you. So just let me finish. You see what I'm saying? The only means I got is to tell people, tweet him, tell him turn it down, because guys were getting irritated up here and we trying to hold the line. And people are like, man, because see the front of the line took it as you were drowning them out. And the whole reason why people are here is to express themselves. Turn it down. Turn it down. And now during my conversation, not as about you, during my conversation, they pulled these people out. You didn't know, you know how funky it got? They pulled some people out the crowd. The police escorted them. They got on TV and all that shit. Yeah, there's a whole... Escorted them like... They broke the... No, they hand walked them out the crowd and everything else, bro. My conversation for you, and it's on the stream, tell Raz, turn it down. And it's right there.
So I think we learned something right now.
Yeah.
That's not an effective way to communicate.
But unfortunately, and I look, I agree. Why they be coming for you?
I won't say none of that.
And they was coming for about. But that was, my intention was in the best place.
Even
man.
that's the. So you were on the front line here.
Yeah.
I was on the front line of this side, and those guys were saying different things than over here. So that's what we're talking about. We just need to.
Best thing is I got. You know.
Bro, you're my brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying let's bring it together to make sure we don't got no communication.
So here's the thing.
We actually have real ops that
Yeah.
we're against.
It's real ops. The ops are real. The ops are real, bro. It's real ops, and they're out here. My issue was this, and I think we're gonna get over the issue, bro. The thing is like, did you see that tape on Monday when they grabbed the umbrella?
White
Shit.
people at the front and center?
Nah, it's all these black people over here. Yeah, now.
And I don't care, but
now.
I'm just saying that's kind of peculiar.
Now, that's what I'm saying.
We have my brother that is from war crimes for us. We played Tupac and we had war crimes going on.
It was cracking. We could hear it 100%. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm glad that you came up here. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling people, it's like, man, tell them to just turn it down. You know what I'm saying? Not for my benefit. I'm good. It's for these benefit for these people over here where the police are like, back up off the barricade, back over there. And they're sitting there like, you see what I'm saying? It's de-escalation.
No, I see your perspective.
Yeah.
I see your perspective. I see your perspective.
Hey, wait.
Thank you for coming up, too. Thank you for coming up.
I'm glad he came here.
And I have the telephone effect because it wasn't about your perspective. I had bigger with it. Because I didn't even know your perspective. Literally, this is the first time I heard that perspective. Everything else that everybody told me Omari was saying was something different.
Yeah.
My thing is,
well, you
I
know,
just want to make clear communication.
I stand by, every single thing.
So you got my communication line right number is 209. Anything else is not about me.
And that's what's up. And listen, and the thing is when he hit and he talked to you, I said, man, we need to put Raz on camera then and bring it up here. You know what I'm saying? And talk it out. So I'm glad you came up here.
While I'm talking to live, it was very disrespectful because I had about 5 white girls say what Omari said, and they interrupted Sean Furr's dad while he was talking about him dying. And then we had my Gambian brother standing up there, and he's doing his war chant, and they're saying, hey, what is the reason why you're standing on top of the car? They said that to me, and they said that to him. And it was a little white dude that said, what? And I don't care what he is, but I'm just giving the description. Standing on top, above everyone,
right.
6 feet above everyone. I said, hey, what are we here for? We're here for what? Black Lives Matter?
I said, so when we're talking about, what are we talking about? He said, saying names. He said, George Floyd. I said, no, Black Lives Matter, right? He said, yeah. He started naming names. I said, all the names that you said are dead black men. Black men that are standing 6 feet under. So why would you be coming and telling this brother standing up there who's standing 6 feet up and he's a black man that he shouldn't be standing there like he's above everyone else? Why would you be saying that? That is a black man, and Black Lives Matter, and they also matter not just while we're dead. So
bullshit.
We got all my brothers from all the different hoods. We put all that shit aside to fuck with each other. We are the niggas that been out here. We are the niggas that been fighting police with our hands. We are the niggas that be doing everything. We are the niggas that been arrested a bunch of times. You can check my shit. I've been arrested a lot of times. I've had little wars, literal wars with these guys, literal wars. I've had times where they tried to make me pay them off and like they're about to put me on sleeves. You understand me? This is directly affects me. You see how I look? I'm a nigga. I'm a straight up nigga. I'm not a hey, he's a nice looking black man. I am a straight up nigga. This shit directly affects me. They know I am from Duce. They have that on record. They know this. This shit directly affects me. You should probably check with the people that it directly affects. And then, you know, having a bunch of other people start spinning all kinds of narratives. But even that, and that's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for our Iran. The whole point that I'm putting is that unity. Let's take away the division. We all got different perspectives, but it's all like history. That's how we win. We stay together like.
So while you up here, but while you're up here, then. You guys taking a bunch. Hey, put the barricade. Put it back together. Look at these. There's these little girls up here. Come on. Look at this. There's girls over here. Put the barricade back together. Shit. Put the barricade back up. Put the fucking barricade back together. Go. Y'all go hard, man.
Crowd, take apart the fence line.
Put the back up. You see this? You see this?
That is being provocative toward the Seattle police. Please respect the
Who are these
police
people?
We step back.
Who are these
We
people?
ask you to do the same. We step back.
Wish we had somebody here.
Please maintain the line for everyone's safety.
We need to go down there. We need to go down here. Oh, let's go. Let's go get the barricade.
The members of the crowd and the
let's go get the barricade.
And fine. On the northeast corner are taking fence.
Hey, look, man.
Do not encroach on the police line.
You know, it was just so funky up here, bro. I ain't intending to send you no damn button. And you know, the thing is, being for that long, I be telling people, tweet this person, tweet that person. I ain't even gonna never tell you for it. I was just trying to calm it down. And we got to go fix this. Guys, thanks for coming. You know, for what? Yeah, thanks for coming. We appreciate you. We got to fix the barricade. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Move it. Get out the way. No, we got to fix the barricade. We got to fix the barricade. We got to fix the barricade. Hey, get back. What are you guys doing? Get back. Put it back. Doing? Put the fence back. Put the fence back. I'm here with you. Man, step back. We gonna be over here. Here you go. Push it back. Hold the line. Back it up. You guys ain't gonna get your ass whipped like this. Back it up. Tonight ain't enough. Back it up. Right, bro. We do. It's about respect. We need respect, right? We demand respect, right? So let's respect what we do. We gotta respect. Brother, I see you black like me. Let's do. Let's back it up, man. Back it up. We gotta get everybody. everybody back. Hey, check this out. You know where's the barricade? Where's the fuck? They pulled them in the back. Me different, right? So when everybody cross the line, who they looking at?
Hey, don't let tonight be the night, bro. That's all we saying. Don't let tonight be the night. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Let's go. Oh my God. Back it up. Come on. Huh. Who gonna hold the line over here? God damn, it's gonna be a long night. Come on. Let's go. Hold the line. Hey, see this? That's Bobby Steels. That's Eric.
Tweet out, man. Share on social media, dog. Hold the barricades back, man. Come on, they're just gonna come
hey,
through
man.
and fuck us up.
That's it.
Fucking
Hold the line. It's ops.
Thank you, guys.
You know what I'm saying? It's funny. It's just one corner here. It's one. You know what I'm saying? One corner. Man, you're right. You know what my mom always says?
This is Seattle Police Department. We appreciate your effort.
Let's go. Now let's go. Back it up. 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 Hey man, you going both? Hey man. Huh, man. Just stand a little closer right here, man. Out here. Holding the line. Hold the line, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold it back. Nah, man. Man, I ain't signed up for this shit. Yeah. Shit, I could at least just be at home. That's those guys, though.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all listen to people that fucking...
That's over here. That's what I'm saying. Right there. Right there. You got... So you want to get everybody else fucked up. You want to get everybody else fucked up to prove your point. To prove your point. With all the sunglasses and the hat and everything where you're unidentifiable, you want to get everybody fucked up out here. Okay? Hold the line, man. Hold the line. Yeah, I know. You guys don't want nothing. You don't want your face on camera. I understand. Because you over here starting this shit. Let me tell you man, this want to make some dramatic whatever over here. They want to get us fucked up. That's what I'm saying.
That white girl really liked that black cock.
That's you. You ready to die. You ready to die. Ain't nobody out here ready. This is people's kids. Hey, there you go. This is people's kids out here. This is people's kids. This is people's children. You ready to die. Like they say, go kill yourself then. Dying tonight. Came here to live and speak. That's your issue. That's it. That's it. 100%. That's right. You heard him. He said he kissed his daughter before he left. And he going home to your daughter tonight. And you going to go home to your daughter. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't signed up for this. Bobby Steels. Please sign up for this. That's right. That's these guys over here.
I don't see no fucking black people out here trying to say, march on the fucking police. It's all these little white kids out here. Let's take it over. Let's do this. Let's do that, man. y'all need to respect, shut the fuck up, and listen to people out here out front. Inspire. They ain't gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. Or if they do, you got bail money. You know what I'm saying? They got bail money. They got good health care. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, hold the line, man.
Trying to keep it going.
Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Everybody want, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, this ain't the moment. This ain't the moment. We going home tonight. We going home. We going home tonight. And we going home alive. Jesus Christ. Man, this is funky. So basically, these guys over here, this corner of the barricade, and you know, I keep all these young white kids over here. The one who's talking the most, woofing the most shit, got her face all covered up, sunglasses, everything else. Talking about we gonna run up here and do this and that, and everything else. They done dismantled the barricade and everything. You see what I'm saying? These guys over here pay the price. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna keep this back. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep the peace, man. You know what I'm saying? Do any of you guys live here in Cap Hill? Man. Any of you guys from here? Any of you from Seattle? You guys that want to go and rush this barrack up? Are you from Seattle? Do you live in Cap Hill?
Yo, we need to move as one. You know what I'm saying? One, all together. And you letting people come in here and fucking disrupt the fucking movement. Fucking conflict.
Man, this shit is real. And as somebody who done ate it every day out here, this is real. And you see now, they're getting rows behind it. Let's go. Man. There's a... Hey! Georgia! Go Hagen! Where's that Sergeant Go Hagen at? Go Hagen! Trying to find that sergeant I was showing you guys earlier. One of the great communication skills and all that we were talking about. Trying to hold this line, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a group of these young white kids over here. They dismantle the barricade and trying to push forward. And everybody gonna get it. You see what I'm saying? Everybody gonna get it. What time is it, Bobby Steele? They ready to just rush the police. And we all, it's what I'm saying. It's like, man, they don't understand.
Hey, black people out there. There's 10 black men out here, police.
Holding the line.
White
holding the line.
Because they are okay
holding the line.
to get hit by bullets and all that shit. Right?
You see,
we are trying to
all the brothers out here holding the line. Hey man, listen good. I don't want the umbrella. Please step back, young lady. Please step back. No, we don't want nobody to die tonight, Sarge. Sarge, you guys got another barricade? You got another barricade? Is there anything? Can we take this? Can we take that? Can we take it? You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, officer. Somebody take this. Put this shit over here. It's the only closest thing a barricade we got at the moment. Put this shit up. Yeah, whatever. Boo yourself. What you gonna do about it? Let me ask you that. Keep booing. Man, just keep people back right here, bro. Okay. Our side's cool. It's a black woman over there holding it. That one. I said if y'all want to keep your side barricaded, that's cool. But we're not doing nothing wrong by man, bro. Here's what I'm saying. Let's keep it calm, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this just right here. Huh? Man, I'm not being philosophical tonight. I'm just being full. I ain't gotta answer a fucking thing though. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Fucking trivia question. Man, we're trying to keep people from getting fucked up. You telling me you talk about a line? Yes, they will do something to you standing here. They will do something to you standing here. You know what I'm saying? But this majority, then exactly you don't. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Like, what are you talking about? There's 7 people here that want to rush the barricade and 500 out here. This whole entire side, huh? Yeah, they don't want to move up because they didn't come here to move up. They came here to peacefully protest. That's all they came here to do. Bro, man, I'm not going to get in this philosophical shit with you. I don't have to answer a motherfucking thing you talking about. You on some funny shit. You guys are trying to make it non-peaceful. You guys are trying to make it non-peaceful, though. Man, come on, man. You know what, man? That's why people, they rock with me on this street because I keep it real and I keep it honest. We're going to keep it right here. What? What?
Literally, we are standing. Tell me how you feel. I feel like please don't film me. Don't film me.
Oh, yeah. So it's the people who don't want to be on the camera.
The problem is...
Yeah, they've been fucking with us every day. Yeah. For right now, just put it right here. I just put it right here for right now. So then we can both move on to something else. Yeah, that does. Yeah, it does. It does. I do feel better. That hella shit to say? I did. Say it, huh? Bro, I'm just posting live. You're a camera guy now. Believe it or not. You might not think you're a camera guy, but you're out there now. Bro, we're holding this line. And selfish motherfucking shit. For all these other people that's out here, you guys gonna get the police to pop it off on everybody. But they popped off on standing there. And
we didn't do anything. We're not doing anything that we're doing different.
How many days you been out here on the barricade, fam? So we've been here. Me too. Okay.
1 hour. I have 1 hour to drive home, change, and drive to work.
So you want a medal for that shit?
No, I'm saying I'm out here.
You want to.
Yo, this is.
We done both got our ass whipped in. So if we done both, bro. So help me keep the peace. Yeah, it was crazy, bro. No, it was. What I'm saying, what happened earlier was crazy. I'm agreeing with you, 100%. But all I'm saying is, let's bring these young people home tonight, bro. And man, this tactic right here, bro, it's not a peaceful tactic. It's not a peaceful tactic. Everybody go home. Huh? Nah, I learn every day. Bro, but here's the thing is, man, I'm not an issue, man. And to be honest with you, yeah, I agree.
You are absolutely right. Let me ask you, you love Malcolm X, right? What was the best thing that Malcolm X ever did to his power? He organized all the people.
Yeah, I mean.
You know what, to be honest,
hey, Odie, just come forward. Come forward. Yeah, no. Just come forward, man. Come forward. Yeah. No, I'm saying. They're nervous over there. You know what I'm saying? And we are. jail, man, or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, these guys ain't even got no strategy or nothing. They're just like, man, let's just run up there. Hey, so, first of all, here, Bobby Stills. Are the medics even? These guys have no idea, though, do they? Ready to rush over there, put on the gas. Man, this shit is crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, listen, man, they gave me a bunch of masks, man. Mutual aid. That's what I'm saying, though. It's just like, man, you can't be so selfish, though. I mean, and that's my thing tonight. If 400 or 500 people here tonight was all on that, yeah, I don't know. But I got another battery pack over here. Darnell, what's up? Here was all on the barricade. Let's storm the barricade. And that's one thing, man. It's a small group of people. And if all 500 say they storm the barricade, I'm going home, man. I'm good. Like, man, I'm going home. It's a brother right here. I mean, look at this. This brother is mad, irate, and everything. But he's behind the barricade. He's telling him how he. Okay. Alright. You see what I'm saying? So now you got another change of events here. This is wild. This is Seattle. This is these guys. You gotta who were trying to go and actually move towards the police. And we pulled all the brothers together. That's the Deaf Chef right there. You guys know the Deaf Chef. It is my brother from another mother, Bobby Stills, and came over here, and we trying to hold the line, man. We trying to hold the line. Hold the line, man. And another barricade, man. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? This is a lot. Goodness gracious. I don't know what time it is, man. I really thought.
we're probably about to call it a night. We've been here for 5.5 hours now. Fuck. No, they can't. Alright. Let's get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I'm just so tired. I know Graham is too.
And now the Q&A portion.
Oh Lord. Halfway home so I don't fucking get doxxed.
Hibbler's up here. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. Sage over here. That's what we need. That's what we need. Let's spin. Let's bring it down. Okay. Yeah, but the thing is, bro, is that's you, and I believe you. Yeah, so you represent all them people. Is that what you're saying? Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. These are people, bro. Yeah. I don't speak for them. All right, that's cool. Exactly. They all were like, yo, you can do this there. Man, everybody's on their philosophical. Everybody's on their philosophical. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, anybody to be wanting to ask people be learning. Whether it's whoever, whenever it's going down and talk you to death, that's a tactic. That's a tactic. Maintaining no conversation. We got now they're doing shift change. Yeah, it's just shift change. It's okay. They're just changing it. It's all right. Like every 30, 45 minutes. It's all right. It's all. That's it. That's all. That's it. Man, you guys gonna have this shit working all night, man. This gonna get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. No, with Sheena. Thank you. Told you we need some leaders out here. You got me, but you know what? Whoever, all them people trying to gentrify us out the CD, bet you people who done gentrify out here in the front line trying to hold it down. This the whole Central District down here. Darnell Hibbler right there too. Liberty Bank building out here. The C trying to keep peace tonight. Got the music video going. You guys keep moving this shit up. You're putting everybody in danger, bro. You're putting everybody in danger. Put everybody in danger, family. Huh? Man, I hope my mama ain't watching the stream. Good God. videos, my commentary and everything else. Peace. And you see some people here, it's like, what's the
What we talking about? What we talking about?
I mean, you tell me. First of all, let me greet you properly. Let me get a handshake. Okay, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it.
I know. Come over here so I can talk to you. Get over here so I can interview you. Just take a few steps back. You know the whole country's on this stream, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gosh. Well, I've been filming faces for the last 8 days, man. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? Okay. There you go. There you guys go, man. Man, shit is wild. That's it. That's it.